So about a month ago, I tried Genshin Impact for 1 week after previously never playing any other Hoyoverse game ever. So after I posted it, a lot of people commented I should try Honkai Impact 3rd, so I gave it a shot because I mean, might as well try them all, right? So on March 24th, I opened Honkai Impact for the first time. After opening the game, I got to see a really cool cutscene / trailer thing while I waited for the in-game files to download. After that, we actually got into the game, which it was kind enough to give me a tutorial with some of the most disgusting, god-awful keybinds I've ever seen on this planet. Like, what is that? Anyways, we did the starter quest, blah blah blah, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and finally got into the game for ourselves. On the first day, I mainly just played the story since I didn't have a lot of options yet other than play the chapters and level up. After I played the first part of the story, I somehow got my hands on my favorite character from Honkai Star Rail, Seela, and put her on every team I could after leveling her up. I spent a long time looking around and clicking all the buttons in the menu until I was satisfied, which was about 30 minutes later, and then I decided to end the day off doing some more story levels. The next morning, I opened the game and got something really unexpected.
Morning, America. Alright, so I logged in this morning and apparently wasn't recording. I got an S tier, dude. I have an S tier that I got for free, and I'm gonna quickly go level them up.
After leveling up my newly acquired S tier, which by the way, it's the equivalent of a 5-star in HSR, I think. Anyways, after I finished doing all that, I began doing the story missions. The ones at the start were kinda boring, but to be fair, they were showing me the ropes on other things, like this weird bunny side mission. After that, we did like a trial thing and got way too many cutscenes of Kiana sleeping, but other than that, we cleared the chapter of the story with ease. Oh, and by the way, unlike HSR and Genshin, Honkai Impact 3 has levels that are in chapters, so you go through it like a book until you get to Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2, which it then becomes more like a open area like HSR and you can travel around. So for the rest of day 2, I played through a couple of the chapters and fought a couple bosses. Nothing really interesting, but to be fair, on day 1 and 2, I was on a time crunch, so I wasn't able to record for long. On day 3, you guessed it, we played the chapters again, but this time we unlocked a couple extra areas. The two things we unlocked were events that were going on. The first one was like a cafe thing, and the second one was a legit ripoff of Fall Guys with anime girls. Seriously, take a look at this.
The food that we need. Chicken. And then Starboy. Chicken or Starboy? Chicken or Starboy? Chicken or Starboy? Chicken? Starboy. Cinnamon roll.
After this, I was able to unlock the second part of Honkai Impact 3rd, which was really unexpected, so I gave it a shot and found one of my favorite cutscenes.
Keep up. Well, this is odd. Are they like gay or something? I'm so lost, dude. Oh, okay, we're just busting out the ballet now. Oh, she's good at that. Is she like... Is she rewriting history in like a weird, like a really odd way? Like, you know how like people like rewrite or like spin back time and like as a time god or something, they have to do something like really strange that you just never expected. Oh yeah, no, she's totally just rewriting history.
This cutscene goes on for about another 5 minutes, but if you haven't seen it yet, you totally should play the game. Also, one thing I noted in my script was that I definitely think Hoyoverse could pull off making a movie. So if you agree with me, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and while you're down there, might as well leave a like. Thanks. After that crazy dance party, we woke up to a lady who looked like Clara but older, a dog girl, and the time god. Bum bum bum. Yeah, it turns out the time god is us now, and the old time god is a yo-yo throwing master named Senadina. We travel with them and chase after a dog with 2 tails with portal powers, and he sends a bunch of monsters to take care of us. But little does he know, I'm an OG portal master.
Greetings, young portal master. I have been waiting for you. I am Eon, your guide in this world.
If you got that reference, you're a real one. The rest of day 3 was spent playing a little bit of Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2 and also a couple of the chapters. On day 4, I planned to hard grind the chapters to see how far I could get by the end of the week, and honestly, it was kind of fun. But when I found out I wasn't able to use my own characters for story purposes, I got super bummed and I swapped over to the second part where I fought a giant dog that was controlled by the 2-tailed dog who I will now refer to as Tails, just because it'd be easier. Anyways, I underestimated how difficult this boss would be, so I put it on the hardest mode, which, by the way, when you're new to something, you definitely shouldn't pick the hardest mode. So here's how my first attempt went.
Do this. It's huge. Yeah. Oh. Phase 2, baby. Phase 2. Okay, that's actually, this is kind of lit, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, split in half, what the? Oh my god, it's becoming a freaking, what's it called? I don't remember the name. It's not a Hydra. I can't think of the word. It's the thing from Harry Potter. But that's actually really cool.
See, now you're probably thinking, Delta, that didn't look so hard, and you're right, it wasn't. But that's how they get you. Make you think you're the best, and then whammy, 3 heads, 3 people, 3 dead, the dog still lived, and I couldn't figure out how to do the boss again. So, I just ended up playing the events and some of the chapters for the rest of the day. And some of them were actually really cool to play through. The story part I was going through on day 4 was about Himiko protecting the ship and unlocking a cool armor, which I think is how it went, but I don't totally know, since I skipped a lot of the text and CGs because they were kind of just pictures half the time. After we went through the chapter, I decided to do a couple more to finish the section, since they had a dedicated section to each chapter. So I played the section after the Himiko ones, and I got to play as some weird Maid Reaper. That was about it. There wasn't really anything else I did on day 4 that was really notable. On day 5, we tried out the boss fighting area that I unlocked, which had this cool ice wolf, which I think is also in Genshin, but I got to use my characters from part 2, so it was pretty fun. After that, we entered this cool Bronya story arc, which was pretty cool since it was like its whole own thing separate from the game and had like a level up station for items in the chapter, which I thought was really awesome, and a good change of pace from the other chapters. I basically spent the rest of day 5 on that chapter and decided I would finish it the next day. On day 6, I grinded the rest of the Bronya chapters, which the ending was by far my favorite cutscene overall because this one was hand drawn, or at least I think it is. To be honest, I still don't know what happened or why all of that happened. It was like there was like a motorcycle and there were skates and she like got a dress and now she can use plasma cannons. I honestly like it because the music is so fire, but I still don't understand what happened. After that though, we got into a Kiana storyline where she fought like her inner self, which was really cool, I guess, and I ended the day there. For the final day, it was time for us to challenge the dog boss again, so we can end off on a high note. So I opened the game determined to defeat this thing once and for all, on the respective game mode that would allow me to win and not to get rolled, of course. We started off the same as before, absolutely rolling the first phase, but then we got into the hard part. And that was it. We beat Tails and his three-headed dog to finish off my week of Honkai Impact 3rd. To be honest, I've been playing Honkai Impact after I finished recording all this too. I'm almost finished with part 1. I just got a couple chapters left to do. I had a lot of fun playing this game too. I loved the aerial combat and the art that they had to offer, and I will definitely keep playing. But if you guys want to see more content like this, please go down and leave me a comment so I know, or just like and subscribe if you don't want to move your fingers too much. But last but not least, thank you guys for watching to the end. I appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.